We're all about the Archers. I'm Philippa.
And I'm Katie.
And this week we cover the episodes up to and including Tuesday, the 24th of October. So if you haven't listened to the Archers yet on Tuesday, have a listen to that because there will be spoilers. And this week we cover
Helen and Lee,
Sadie the horse,
Adam and Ian,
fireworks and food. So Katie, what did you think of the week so far?
Well, I kind of got a bit confused. I felt like today was Friday with all the cliffhangers that were happening. I kind of felt like this was the end of the week. So I don't know quite how, maybe Friday Ambridge just blows up. I don't know. Is it going to get more escalated? I don't know.
I hope not, because we've got this whole podcast based on Ambridge. So let's hope not. But never mind. Okay, before we go any further, I need to just deal with the food items, which were sadly lacking this week. But anyway, we've had a marshmallow sandwich, sausages round the campfire. I was a bit worried that they were cooked to enough of a heat to make them satisfactory for to avoid any stomach conditions, but that's fine. Cheese was mentioned as usual, just Helen wittering on about it. We had the mention of Jakob, and every time I hear Jakob's name, I think of Jakob, the yogurt drink. So there was that. We had a bacon sarnie tonight, and we heard very aggressive spreading on the toast by Helen as well.
Yes.
Did I miss anything?
No, I had the vigorous toast buttering. I'd written that down. That was one of my favourite sound effects, I think, of the week. It was like...
That poor piece of toast,
brilliant.
I mean, honestly.
It must have been pretty burnt to be able to put it with that much buttering.
I just think it was just lying there thinking I'm not going to say anything because, yes, Helen's going off on one. Okay, tell me.
Helen's got a knife and we know what happened.
Yes! I've got a prediction about that, but anyway. Okay,
Ooh.
give me your faves and your flops for the week.
Number one fave is Lillian's back.
You love Lillian.
Very happy to see it, yes. Hearing her little clip-clopping around as she was walking around with the horses. Couldn't tell what was a horse and what was Lillian. Very happy that Lillian was back. I also loved all the sound effects this week. We had fireworks, horses, vigorous toast buttering. Yeah, I've just kind of put faves as sound effects. There's been a load of good stuff going on. So they've all been having fun, I think, definitely. And then flops is just Helen and Lee, isn't it? And Helen being a really sore loser at bowling. But she just needed the bumpers up.
Yeah, and a lighter bowling ball as well, that she just wouldn't even take their advice. Also, for me, this 3-mile hike, I mean, it sounded like they were going off for the entire day, you know, packing all sorts of things and lunch. And I thought, my goodness, they're going to be walking, you know, they're going to be doing like 15, 20 miles, 3 miles. I mean, living in Ambridge, 3 miles is just a jaunt to the shop. It didn't seem that long to me.
Yeah, just kind of a bit of a Lakey Hill walk kind of thing. Like, not far. I wouldn't have thought it takes you that far.
Yeah, I mean, I know Jack's only relatively little, but still 3 miles to me seemed not quite a hike. What constitutes a hike? More than 3 miles, I think.
And you'd have to take a picnic. What would you take on your picnic on a hike?
Oh my goodness, that's a good question. See, I couldn't take raw sausages because I would worry that I'd have to be there with my food thermometer making sure that they're cooked enough. Or it would just have to be, you know, like a just nice sandwich, cheese and chutney sandwich, bag of crisps, orange squash that goes warm and everyone complains about. I just think something very simple. But I'd have to have my frozen bits to keep everything cool, worrying about it getting too hot. What would be your perfect hike meal?
Don't know. It would probably, I mean, growing up, whenever we had a picnic, we always had a Plumpton sandwich, which was egg and tomato. So I think it would have to be egg and tomato. Whenever you go on a picnic, doesn't matter who's there, everybody has the same sandwich. It's all made in a vat in the morning.
And just talk me through this then. The egg, is it like a boiled egg and then mixed with like mayonnaise or something?
Yeah, kind of like an egg mayo, but with chunks of tomato in as well.
So the tomato. So you're not slicing. You're not slicing a tomato.
Nope,
you're
just
throwing
all
chunks
mushed together.
And is it raw tomato? Or is it cooked tomato? I've got too many questions about this. My
raw
mind's
tomato. And it's all got to be kind of warm. By the time you eat the sandwich, it's got to just be a little bit warm. And
Oh, no.
I love it.
No, that's making me worried in so many
You don't want to go on a
levels.
hike then?
I'm not. I'll be there with my cool bags and my ice blocks and my food thermometer as well. You wouldn't want me. I'd just be a liability. Okay, let's talk about the horsey situation first of all. Alice and Lillian and poor Sadie the horse. What were your thoughts? What were your observations?
I did feel like it was a bit of a kind of service announcement of let's only have fireworks on the 5th of November. And because I've seen these adverts on telly recently for the silent fireworks as well. So I feel like they're going to go down that road as well. But also, I kind of feel like the people listening to the archers don't need to be told that. They're not preaching to the right crowd. It's like, yeah, we all know that. We're all well aware that animals and horses do not like fireworks. And maybe they should only be on bonfire night with the special displays or whatever, or silent ones. But yeah, I thought if it's this bad at the start of the week, by the time we get to Friday, it's going to be insane. And then Sunday's episode's it's just going to be a bang. There's not going to be anyone talking. It's just going to be bangs of fireworks. And that'll be about it. I didn't really like the gruesome horse thing.
No, I didn't like that either. No,
I was eating my tea. I was a bit like, oh, couldn't really cope with that.
Yeah, I was walking the dog and just thought, I don't need to hear this. Thank you very much. Not nice. But I thought you've got Alice and Lillian supposedly running the stables, and they're aware that there's going to be this firework event going on. So they decide to bring the horses out into an open field where it's louder. I just didn't understand. I just thought that they are going to be sued. There is no way is the owner of Sadie going to say, oh, it was just a normal mistake. I don't think. I wasn't impressed by them.
Yeah, and it's not like the fireworks never happen. They happen every year. Twice a year, because you end up knowing it's going to be bonfire night and it's going to be New Year. So you kind of prepare for it. It's not like they've never heard of fireworks before. So I don't know why they were suddenly concerned that there were fireworks.
And they could have just speed dialed Shula and said, hey, Shula, what do you normally do this time of year? Can you just clarify, because we really haven't got a clue? And Shula would have said, oh, keep them inside, keep them comfortable and play some music. Borrow some of Kate's happy music and I'll pray for them. That's all we needed.
There we go. Exactly. And they did mention the calming music. I wondered what that was going to be. Are we going to have Enya? Are we going to have a bit of Black Beauty? Like, what's happening?
But we have our resident vet and horsey expertise person here, Jen, Ambridge Pony Club, who has helped us out with the information. I was saying, right, give us a mark out of 10 for Jakob's veterinary skills, because I always think Jakob's very good. Jen says, hard to say without knowing what the wound was, but for leaving Alice to get the down horse up alone, and he took 3 hours to do the surgery, and not offering a sedative in the first place, she'll give him 2, and only because the horse is still alive. 2 out of 10 from Jen.
Oh, wow. Flipping neck.
Yes, exactly. So that's the horsey situation. Okay, let's then talk about Helen and Lee. Thoughts, observations on that one?
Oh, I know. That was a hard one, wasn't it? I'm glad that she was with Ian and Adam so they could see how she was being, so that it wasn't just them, not just them, it's just Helen kind of getting at Lee.
Yeah.
And so it was good that they were kind of like, Helen, calm down a bit. Like, what's going on? Is everything all right? And so it involved some other people rather than it just being Helen and Lee, thankfully. But yeah, it was just the way she was tonight, when she was just kind of, we might get a job in California. Just go over there. Sorry. What? I don't think it quite works like that. So yeah, I felt really gutted for him. It was just, yeah, I thought he acted it really well. I really felt for Lee. Did you?
But she expects him to be there and talk to Jack and Henry about the problem she's created. I thought that was a bit much. And she just wants shot of him. I mean, I feel for Lee. I think, Lee, just get out, just save yourself, because this is not good. And he's holding out this hope that things will be all right. How he didn't read the signs before, I don't know. But, I'm not a fan of Helen and how she's treating poor Lee. And as you say, I'm glad Adam and Ian were there to witness it.
Definitely. It needed other people around, so it wasn't just totally out the blue. But yeah, he can't explain that to Jack and Henry.
No.
Terrible.
But at the bowling, it's the sort of thing that I'd like to be right next to when I'm at a bowling thing, because bowling's fine. I wouldn't wake up in the morning and think I'd love to do it. But if you're sitting there and it's all kicking off on the next aisle, I'd be like, right, I'm sitting in and I'm here for it.
Yeah, be great. Order your chips, sit back, watch what's going on. It's brilliant.
Popcorn, please. Yes. Carry on.
Definitely.
And I love
the music in the background. What on earth was that?
I didn't even note that. What sort of music was it?
Well, normally it would be pop music, and normally the Archers do play music if there's going to be music, but it was all like plinky plonky, kind of like not bowling alley music. It was really bizarre. Ooh. Normally you'd have something a bit trendy because you're out in the open with the normal people. But no, they obviously had run out of the music rights, I think, for the bowling alley.
Oh my God. And there's no mention of having to put the shoes on. Do you still have to put shoes on when you go bowling?
I don't know. The last time I went, it was a choice. And it was really weird because I tried to do it without the shoes. And you can't actually do it because your feet end up gripping. And you go to kind of slide a bit. And you're like, oh, you just fall face first.
Well, maybe that was a problem. Maybe Helen, control freak, not that I know what a control freak is, was saying, oh, no, I won't have the shoes. And then that was the problem. I bet Lee put the shoes on. I bet Lee had the shoes. I bet he's got his own pair.
The shoes on. Maybe he had his own. Yeah.
Oh, dear. So we had all of that. What else did we have going on? Yes, a question.
Holding hands.
Yes, we need to talk about Ian and Adam and the whole holding hands thing. Go on, Katie.
Yeah. Well, I didn't quite know where it was going to go because I don't know how much we knew about Ian and Adam previously because I am still a newbie from 2017. So I don't know how much we know of their history and their growing up gay and when they realised and how it all was and whatever. But I really liked it. I wasn't sure which way it was going to go. I was a bit kind of, again, another service announcement because we're not holding hands enough after COVID. I don't know where this is going. What are we doing? But no, I thought the way it was handled and the way he kind of felt shame and how he explained how he felt growing up compared to how Adam must have felt growing up and things. I really liked that. I thought it was handled really, really well. I loved it. Did you?
I just wanted to hug the both of them, particularly Ian, 'cause I just thought, and I thought it was a nice way because it was comparing and contrasting about Helen and Stella and being so, holding hands and not caring. And I hadn't even realised, because obviously we're not seeing it, that Adam and Ian weren't holding hands all the time. And yet you can understand it because some people like that, some people don't. I'm a hand holder, I'm a hugger. Come within an inch of me and I'm hugging you. But some people are not like that. Are you a hand holder?
No, exactly the same. Yeah, I love it. I love holding hands, and the thought of just kind of Pip and Stella walking around holding hands, that's quite cute. And I hope that they all will as well. Like Adam and Ian will start doing it as well. But I love it. And same with hugging.
A question. There are no pumpkins in Ambridge. I don't know why Eddie hasn't got onto this and started growing pumpkins.
Wow, yeah, I hadn't even twigged that. But yeah, they've been making a killing. Doing the trail that leads to a pumpkin field. Because people spend a fortune going pumpkin picking for the gram and for all like days out and trips and things like that. What? Yeah. Why are there no pumpkins?
And I've never grown a pumpkin, but I'm presuming they're quite easy to grow, easier than turkeys, I'd have thought.
Well, you never know. You're not an expert.
Yeah. George will get the wrong ones and think they're pumpkins and they turn out to be courgettes or something, bless him. But you never know.
They'll be satsumas.
Yes. Slightly different
temperature. They were orange, they're the same.
Yes. Oh, very good. So what else did we have? Yes, we had the financial situation continued with Oliver, and this issue about Will was saying tonight, oh, well, I should go and talk to Oliver. Will, you are hopeless at finances. You haven't even worked out how to replace your lost income and letting out the cottage. So what are you going to say to Oliver? I thought that was slightly crazy.
Not the solution. Definitely not.
Yes. And then there was Kate. Now, we hear about Kate quite a bit at the moment, babysitting. Kate has never struck me as the natural babysitter of people. Is this Kate turning a new leaf? Is she opening a nursery? What do you think is going on there?
Very odd. Like you said, it's not the kind of person that you'd expect to be leaving your kids with. You'd expect her to be off doing a yoga retreat somewhere or doing something out and about. Not, I'm at home with a glass of wine and shall I babysit? And yeah, no, I would not kind of expect her to be there. And then Jakob gets back and Xander's sat there as well. I'm not sure that's what he'd want either. Yeah, it's a bizarre... We don't really know what to do with Xander, so let's just palm him off. Who can we palm him off with? Okay, we'll do it with Kate, and then Adam and Ian can have a storyline.
Yes, that's true. Maybe that they're just... And because, of course, we don't have Jenny there anymore, so maybe Kate's taken over as that. I don't know, but we come to the essential part of this week, Katie. Give me your predictions. Give me all of your predictions.
Well, I have one main one. Where's Lee going to go? Is he going to move to Penny Hassett and suddenly move in with a certain Rob as another flatmate?
Room share with Rob. Oh my goodness, besties. They could
Definitely. I think they'd really get on.
Yeah. They'd have some stories to share, that's for sure.
They definitely would. Yes, absolutely. Or is Lee going to leave to become a pro bowler?
Yes. I like that as
very
well.
Good.
Well, I was wondering, will we hear Helen inviting Lee for dinner and she has created a tuna bake for Lee?
Ooh.
That was what I was wondering. I was also wondering, because Ardil's got to come back soon and face the music. So I was thinking, is he going to come back? And it seems like Linda is now the village wise woman. And instead of people going to Shula, they go to Linda for advice. So I think Linda's going to find him hiding somewhere and talk to him and make him sort of face up to the music. I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. And also, my final prediction is a long-term one about Mia. I love the fact that she's a warrior now and that she's doing all of this. She's very focused on it. But I just think, give it 30 years and she'll be slapping HRT patches on her everywhere and not questioning what plastics have been used or anything. I just want to compare and contrast the Mia now with the Mia when she's 50, and I can't wait.
Great plan. We'll do a little Mia time capsule.
Yes. And just see what happens. Very exciting. But yeah.
Definitely.
So
it'll be like looking back at Kate when she was all hippie and everything, and then suddenly Kate's changed. Is Mia going to go the same way?
Yeah, suddenly Kate's in a yurt babysitting. Who knows what will happen with Mia? Oh dear. Anyway, I think that's us done. We've got 3 more episodes to listen to this week. I'm sure more will unravel. And just watch out for those tuna bakes and those personalised bowling shoes, I'd say, Katie, wouldn't you?
Definitely. I'm all over it.
Next week, I'll be joined by Lauren. Then the week after, it will be all of us, and so on and so forth. We hope to have a bonus episode out for you on Saturday. Fingers crossed, really looking forward to it. You can find a longer version of this on YouTube or on Instagram, on Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Threads, TikTok. We're everywhere. We are literally everywhere, unlike Helen's cheese, but there we go. So that's it from us. Just look after yourselves. It's a bye-bye from me.
And ta-ra from me.
We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.